Sorry, my cat nearly peed in the clean laundry apparently.
You know, pets take on the qualities of their owners. I've heard that.
Shut up.
Hey YouTube, Rich here.
And I'm Miguel Al, here with a brand new episode of The Weekend Escape.
Yes, this is the show where we help you escape from real life into the world of PC games. What are you trying to escape from, Alice?
A criminal past.
Lovely. Anything juicy?
Nothing I can say on camera, no.
Great, well that's good for the show. In my case, it's about escaping to a place where I'm accepted for who I am.
So that place is Total War?
Correct.
And who you are is a megalomaniac?
You know, I've never understood why megalomania is so frowned upon. I just love the world so much that I want to own it. All of it.
That's disturbing, but hey! Better you do it in a PC game than lay siege to the southwest of England.
Exactly. I consider it a healthy outlet. All you people are lucky. What if Caesar had just played Rome Total War instead? All that conflict avoided.
That sounds like a good point, but I've got a feeling it won't stand up to any scrutiny at all. I think we better dive straight into the news.
Overwatch is in the news today.
Oh yeah? What is that?
Well, there's a new story event beginning on Tuesday called Retribution. It's set in Venice on a brand new map during a nighttime raid. You can play as McCree, Moira, Genji or Reaper and take on a bunch of Talon AI units.
I'm guessing there's a comic too.
Yes indeed. Just as in BIOSHOCK there's always a lighthouse, in Overwatch there's always a comic.
What do you reckon Jeff Kaplan plays at home, Rich?
Overwatch?
But he makes Overwatch.
What's your point?
Well, do you not think this might be one of those chocolate factory situations?
Still not following.
Well, in that if after 2 days of working at a chocolate factory you wouldn't be that fussed about chocolate anymore.
No, I can't imagine that. I can't really see any downsides to working in a chocolate factory.
Well, in the interest of assisting your limited imagination, the answer was Pubg. Like basically everyone else, Jeff Kaplan has spent hundreds of hours playing Pubg.
Wow, okay. You know what, actually, statistically speaking, that's not all that surprising.
Nah, you can't do that.
Can't do what?
You can't be surprised and then claim that statistically speaking you weren't actually surprised after all.
Yeah, listen, I'm a man of the facts, and the facts say that nearly a third of PC gamers are playing a Battle Royale game.
You're a man of the splain, trying to mansplain my news right back to me.
Aye, guilty. When's Overwatch Battle Royale coming out then?
It's probably not.
Why not?
Well, for a couple of reasons. First, Overwatch heroes are balanced to play on a team, not face off against each other individually. And second, they're built for shooting at enemies about 20 meters away. In Pubg it's more like 200.
Well, can't they just change literally everything?
Genius. Although Pubg itself is changing. Now when you get killed, you can spectate your killer.
Hey, that's in Fortnite, isn't it? Do you think they borrowed? Do you think they asked before they borrowed it?
Let me just repeat that back to you. You're worried about Pubg borrowing from Fortnite.
Fair point. You know that I did hear about a game that doesn't have a Battle Royale mode once.
That is remarkable. Did you get a picture?
No, but I did get a name. Dark Souls Remastered.
Anything else?
Yep, we know a little bit more about how its multiplayer is going to work now. We'd already heard that the cap for multiplayer had been raised to 6, but now we also know that there will be a 3 versus 3 and 6 player deathmatch in the arena and dedicated servers.
You're a bit of a dark soul yourself, aren't you, Rich?
If you're asking whether or not I'm a fan, yes I am. I'm not completely sold on this remaster yet though, especially not on PC, where we can already mod in most of the improvements.
Maybe the developers could have had a look at some of the time remasters have gone right.
Maybe, yeah, that would have been helpful actually if they... Oh, this is a segue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Segue away.
Nope, you ruined it now. Just roll the tape.
Full Throttle always felt like a modern adventure game. While Monkey Island was charmingly gawky, this one was full of biker action and cinematic camera angles. But hey, modern is relative, and Full Throttle was starting to look as rough as the stubble on Ben Throttle's chinny chin chin. Thankfully, Tim Schafer and Double Fine acquired the rights and lovingly painted over the backgrounds. The beautifully moody desert backdrops remain intact, but Ben's bike has been given a spit and polish to make it look shiny in chrome. Unless leather jackets and choppers suddenly become not cool, not likely, right, Full Throttle will always be relevant.
So, it turns out 2007 looks quite a lot chunkier now than it did then. That beautiful memory we have of the underwater city of Rapture aged a lot better than the graphics actually did. So when 2K decided to grace our computers with the BIOSHOCK Remastered collection 9 years later, our eyes thanked them. BIOSHOCK was ahead of its time as far as first-person shooters go. It was packed full of weapons and tactics we'd never used before, but even more distinctly, it turned protagonist Jack into a powerful machine. Altering his DNA to help protect you against HD Big Daddies, BIOSHOCK takes you on a horror-esque journey as you try to understand and escape Rapture. 2K might have closed all the studios that made the BioShock games, but at least we have this.
Oddworld New and Tasty sits at the most ambitious end of the remaster spectrum. Series creator Lorne Lanning and his team started from scratch, rebuilding Abe's Odyssey in a 3D engine with modern-day physics. The only way to get real physics out of the original PlayStation was by picking it up and dropping it. Anyway, even though it was remade, New and Tasty turned out so faithful to the original that it doesn't feel right to call it a remake. This is still a side-scrolling platformer about distracting and dumbfounding your enemies, and its factory world hasn't aged a day. Sadly, there's no need to update a story about the capitalist oppression of a working underclass.
Beamdog have been remastering classic RPGs like Baldur's Gate and Planescape Torment for years now. But ICEWIND Dale came out best, thanks to the astonishing artwork Black Isle produced for it back in the 90s. It's a common misconception that these games were hand-painted, but ICEWIND Dale really looks that way. For once, blowing up the backgrounds in high resolution didn't just highlight their blemishes. In the enhanced edition, these mountains and dungeons bring more atmosphere than ever, in great snowy dollops. You know when the cold catches your breath on a chilly day? That's ICEWIND Dale. Flipping freezing, but in a good way.
Metro 2033 is unsurprisingly set in 2033, 20 years after nearly all of mankind was eradicated from the Earth. Obviously fictional, because 2013 has happened and we're all still here. Anyway, considering there was so little time between the original game and its Redux edition, you'll be forgiven for wondering what on earth it could bring that would make it such a worthy reinvestment. And as it turns out, it brought a lot. Its additions include new meshes, new animations, and reworked environments, as well as completely reimagined cutscenes and a camera that never leaves the protagonist's perspective no matter what they're seeing. Metro 2033 Redux has all of this, plus some added secrets and customizable weapons to bring you the game 4A wanted to release the first time round.
And now it's time for us to tell you, the people, what's going cheap on Steam.
That's right, and there's not much time to grab these bugs.
Die immediately!
Because these bugs are only on sale for a wee bit.
Seriously, right now, are you going to try, are you trying to see how many times you can say that word before I just decide to quit the show?
You can't quit the show, we've already said that, it's in your contract.
I'll find a way.
So I can really say bug as many times as I like.
Technically you can, but I'd really rather you didn't.
Bug, bug, bug,
Up first is This War of Mine, which currently has 70% off until the 9th of April.
Hey, are you ignoring me?
Play as a group of civilians trying to survive in a city surrounded by the armed forces. The game gives you an experience of war, but seen from a different angle than your usual macho hero shooters, where the fight is for food, medicine, and against hostile scavengers.
Rich, why do you keep talking over me?
During the day, snipers stop you from leaving your base, so you need to keep your hideout up to a good standard, crafting, taking care of other survivors, as you wait for night to fall and then send your civilians out to scout for supplies.
That does sound like a good bug.
Next up is Door Kickers, which currently has 85% off until the 9th of April.
I was going to say, it sounds like a good
It's
bug.
a top-down 2D real-time strategy game that puts you in charge of a SWAT team and lets you command them during a tactical intervention. Analyze the situation, plan routes for your team, choose your gear, coordinate your troops to get to the hostage, get to the room before the hostage is killed.
Wow, you really stopped me through these. Are you ever going to take a breath?
No, I'm not, because you keep threatening me with that
The
word.
bug word.
I'm not going to say it. I'm never going to say it.
Well, our final bug.
Just say bargain. Bargain.
Is
The word is bargain.
Is Torchlight 2 on sale with 75% off until the 10th of April.
This is acceptable. Carry on.
It's a cute little award-winning RPG with randomized levels, enemies and loot. You can co-op with your friends, explore a massive open world, choose from 4 different types of classes with character customization, my favourite. There's even mod support and pets. All in all, I'd say it's a pretty good bargain.
Game. Yes, game. Yes, it is. A good game. Yes.
Not what I was going to say.
I think you'll find it was.
But it wasn't actually. I was going to say.
Patch notes!
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but since you mentioned it, it is time for TLDR.
Yes, indeed. This is the part of the show where we run you through 2 patches that are coming to 2 popular video games, and we artificially make it competitive by timing each other and seeing how many we can each guess right.
You're up first, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Star Citizen Alpha 3.1.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, there's a new all-terrain vehicle, there's a new heavy transport cargo ship. There is better damage physics and improved weapons, there's character customization and distress beacons.
And you're done. That was good. Did you just dab?
Look at my dab. Damn. Look at my dab. Damn. Look at my dab. Damn. Look at my dab.
That wasn't a dab.
No.
I'm told that something else is a dab. That was just a gesture that just came organically to me. Anyway,
Okay.
This is irrelevant. Ghost Recon Wildlands just got a new update, and
did.
Alice is going to walk you through it in 3, 2, 1, go.
There is now teammate customization, new PvP mode called Sabotage, 5 maps for that, a new competitive class, a free themed mission, special challenge with exclusive rewards.
Done with 2 seconds to spare. This is your least subtle effort so far.
Hey.
Hope you feel good about yourself. Well, at least it serves a purpose, doesn't it? It informs the people, so I guess, you know, we can't really complain. The people. So I've seen some of the comments from the past week, and there's one in particular that I can't wait for us to read out.
No, I've not included that one, no. Obviously not. It's not the rich so, is it? It's the Weekend Escape.
Well, it's worth a shot. I really need to ask Jeremy for permission to edit these scripts.
No, you don't. Leave Jeremy out of this, please.
Fine. There's got to be at least one nice comment about me, right?
Well, there's something relatively nice, but you're going to have to wait for that.
Okay, cool, fine.
Yeah.
That'll keep me going. What's up first then? Something from last week's episode?
Yep, Navashan Naidu asks, what PC game do you think deserves a sequel or a prequel? Like, mine would be Half-Life 3 and Star Wars The Old Republic 3 and Vampire the Masquerade sequel. By the way, great video. Really like this channel. The content is fun and entertaining, like the patch note battle is really cool. Keep up the good work.
Right, yes, I have suggestions. Thank you, Navashan. I have suggestions. I would like another Alpha Centauri. I also want for Heroes of Might and Magic not to go to mobile, stay on PC, but also stop sucking. And can someone please resurrect LucasArts so they can make another Dark Forces or another Jedi Knight? Because frankly, no Star Wars shooter ever since has been anywhere near as good.
Yeah, and I'd have to go for Left 4 Dead 3 or Portal 3. So sticking
Portal
with
3.
the Valve theme you started off with there.
Portal 3.
I'd love to see either of those continue their great legacy. Maybe Left 4 Dead 3 could learn something from Vermintide 2?
Hey, maybe it could. Are you just trying to win me over after the the issue with that word earlier?
What? Because I mentioned a Warhammer game. You don't own Warhammer, Rich.
Not yet, I don't.
You're not Games Workshop.
No, but they would be the jewel in my empire.
Thank you, Navashan. We're glad you enjoyed the channel.
Can't see why you'd enjoy the patch note battle when this one cheats all the time, but there we are.
It's what makes it fun.
Is that what it is? Anyway, our next comment comes from our video on Wolfenstein 2's gun feel, where the Craigie, something like that, says, watching this video on the day it's posted and waiting for the joke. Seriously though, nice video, guys, great content.
That's because we posted that video on April Fool's.
Yeah, probably picked the wrong day to do that.
Yeah, it was also Easter Sunday, though, and there was nothing about chocolate bunnies.
Yeah, that's not really on us. Wolfenstein is exactly stuffed with chocolate or bunnies.
No.
Hey, wait, this next comment is from a video with my name in the title, so I must be getting a compliment, right?
Ugh, maybe.
I'm going to read it out. Okay, on our Total War Warhammer 2 live video from a while ago now, Steve Roberts says, loving the show, lads, loving the banter, big shout out to Rich for the lore knowledge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, shout out. Loving the show, lore knowledge.
Is your head about to explode?
Compliments.
Rich, look, I'm really happy for you. Honestly, I am. But
thank you. And thank you, Steve. What a lovely thing to say.
Is he another friend of yours?
I'd just like to thank my fans for staying loyal. Without you, I wouldn't be the glorious leader that I am today.
No, you'd probably be a lot more humble.
I'm just so grateful for all your support. And
it's time to end the show.
You know, it's a shame they never remastered the Total War games.
Is it, Rich? Why is that?
Well, because if they did a remaster, they could call it Remaster and Commander.
You've managed to combine your two loves there, dad jokes and world domination.
It is, you're right, a killer combo. Just like the Wargaming hoodie and backpack that we gave away last week. Congratulations, by the way, to Stuart Hayhurst. We've already been in touch about getting that to you.
This week's giveaway is a Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood watch and bag. To enter, just follow the link beneath our feet.
Wait, there's a basement in the studio?
No, Rich, there's just a box below the video.
What? But what's in the box?
There's also a World of Tanks giveaway on the site right now, so you might want to check that out too.
What's in the box?
You'll be asking questions for hours now. See you next week, everyone.
What's in the box?
Bye!
Patch notes! Patch notes! Patch notes! Patch notes! Patch notes! One more try.
Alright.
I can do better. Patch notes!